Hey guys, we're back. It's time for more work on this 2008 Subaru, the $500 Subaru. Um, Probably gonna make it a $1,000 Subaru by the time we're all said and done. Now let's walk through what we're gonna do tonight. So Maryland is one of the states that requires a state inspection prior to registration. Other states like Pennsylvania around me and probably New Jersey or some other ones require annual inspections. Maryland only requires it when you transfer ownership and register initially. I like to run the cars through Maryland State Inspection uh, anyway, regularly, just because it gives me an idea of what the shop is seeing as far as maintenance items that I might not see. Plus, I'm going to put this car on the road for a little while, and I want to see what they want to see as far as repairs. So, the alignment was off, and it says left front brakes dragging, and the sway bar link is broken. The steering linkage says the inner tie rods are loose, belts are loose, and steering shutters a little bit, so that's probably brakes. There's a fail in the spring and suspension components. It says left front sway bar link is loose and one is broken. The exhaust system, I have the Y pipe in the back has a hole in it. Let's see, a hydraulic system failure, drums disc failure, mechanical linkage. Basically, one of the left front caliper is starting to hang up, and I'm undersized on my rotors, so which means they're too thin. So working with a shop, these guys are good guys. It's a new shop here in the Maryland area. If you want to check them out, some good guys, are very honest. They kind of went through everything with me. Really easy stuff to do, but their quote was about $1,800. Okay, guys, $500 Subaru, $1,800 in parts. They're a great shop. They really are. So they said, look, you got 30 days from the time it's inspected, or 1,000 miles, and bring it back, and they'll re-inspect it, and there's no fee on the re-inspection. So he's like, look, I know you can do the work. We can do the work if you want, or just bring it back when it's all said and done. Some phone calls were made, some online orders were placed, and we got a buttload of parts. And that's not even all of them. There's the Y pipe right back there. All right, we've got less than $500 in parts. We've got brakes all the way around, and I'm sure there's various suspension components in here, and then, like I said, the Y pipe for the exhaust. So we're going to go through and do some work on the Subi tonight, get it jacked up, and let's start getting some of these parts on there and see what we can get replaced. I'm going to go through most of this on time lapse, and I'll stop and show you a few things here and there that I'm going to work on. But let's get a $500 car into a $1,000 car, which is ready, because I'm probably gonna throw my daughter in it, because she's got an old Equinox. You didn't know anything about those. They're not the best cars. They kind of act up. It's got a bunch of lights on the dash. The ABS sensors are screwed up, which means I've got to replace ABS sensors. They're broken off in the rear because they corrode into the. It's a mess. So it's got lights, the traction control's off. I'd rather not have my daughter in the car if I can have her in this car, which is a lot better. So we'll figure out what we can do. And I ended up replacing the knuckles on the front, both steering knuckles and the hubs that go with them.
It was just easier because once I started to try to take the bolts out for the ball joints, you know, down here at the underside, the bolt actually snapped inside the knuckle. So I bought 2 new knuckles, new hub bearing units, new brakes all the way around, and did the Craigslist fix on make sure that all of my calipers were up and clean, and you ground all of them down to clean metal, cleaned all the surfaces off that were all gummed up, and so it was new pads and rotors all the way around, and cleaned up the calipers and caliper brackets. I went from a double exhaust to a single exhaust. It's not the best exhaust in the world, but hey, it's functional. I'm probably gonna go back and trim that tip off. But we have a tagged, running, driving car. And I'm taking my daughter out of that POS Equinox over there. And she's already started driving this one. A little bit more reliable, a little bit more economical. It's got a nice 4-cylinder, 2.5 liter engine, all-wheel drive system. It gets a lot better mileage than that junky Equinox did. So she's going to be very happy with this. But the moral of all of the story is I've got about $500 in parts in this. I had the Maryland State Inspection and Alignment done. Shop near to me did that for me, and they're really easy to work with. So for $500 for the car, $500 for parts, and then about $250 for tax, tags, title, and on the road. The car really, I'm only into it for $1,250. Really good car. It's in great shape. I am going to throw an updated radio. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, so today when this video is dropping, she'll be 18. This is kind of an 18th birthday present to her. And as part of her present, I'm putting in an updated double din radio. I've got a kit that I've ordered off of the Jungle website where you can pull out that double din system and put in the updated radio, and I'll post links to all the parts that I've got for that. But it comes in with a backup camera, Apple CarPlay, things like that. So I should be able to swap that radio over pretty easily, and that'll be a nice update for her. And I've also kind of on back order. These Subarus are notorious for that dash turning to a sticky goo of mess. So I've got a little dash cover coming in for that. But hey, you know what? 18-year-old daughter and a $1,250 car. Really can't complain. It's a good car. And the moral of this story is keep your ear to the ground, folks. You never know what's going to show up. You never know what's going to be in the market. Talk to your friends if they got an old car sitting in the backyard. Might be just like that old Subaru. Bring it home. Spend a little time and effort and money onto it. You might have a decent car. Hell, I'd trust any of my family in that thing. It's a good car. All right, you guys, we got some updates coming up on the dune buggy. We're going to put some roll cage work on it here as soon as I can get my air system working in the garage. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy this beautiful fall weather. Got some beautiful sunsets coming in. You can't pass up an afternoon view and look like that. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you next time.